Hello, and welcome back to Control. Let us continue our adventures where we are approaching the Black Rock Quarry. We are looking for some prisms there, right? We just got that control point, yes. So let me first investigate this area if there are any readables. Anything of interest? Anything peculiar? Well, not anything that I can see, so Black Rock Quarry. And that's how you do it. Just keep throwing stuff around. Okay, that is the Black Rock. I mean, that is the quarry that checks out, I guess. No idea where exactly should we go. I don't see any how the heck do you call them? It's getting late. My brain is not what it used to be in the morning, so I don't see any directions. Okay, I got it. I was direction signs. Well, maybe you can call them just signs, you know. Okay, I cannot break through the door. Upsetting, but it is what it is. There we have a fence, and that effectively leaves us only this direction, right? Quarry equipment order. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cut research wants. This black rock stuff is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. Yeah, I'm probably not going through there. Crap. What is in this direction? They look so weird. What are these things? Quarry worker incident. Linda, I saw David last night. I was working late in the quarry when he stumbled out from behind some black rock. Looked like hell. I called up to medical right away. He was half-starved. He's been missing for 2 weeks, so I guess it's not a surprise. While I was waiting for someone to come help, he kept telling me about some carvings, something about an ancient tree. I couldn't really understand him. When the medics came, they brought security. They grabbed David and hauled him off. They interrogated me for a couple hours about what David had told me. Anyway, I know you're on the next shift, so I thought I'd leave this for you. He was your husband, you have a right to know. The way security was acting, well, I don't know if we're gonna see David again. I'm so sorry, Linda. And this after you read it. Weapons full. Weapons full. Energy recovery. Is it some plus 49? Крайки. Have accuracy for spin or damage against armor. Or here we can damage while aiming. You can kind of sort of power through this thing, but it really isn't very nice. Now, last time Jessie didn't make this jump. Now she did. Okay. What's over on this side? Have we been there? Can I even make that? I can. What kind of place is this? Dimensional shifting. Oh, dimensional stuffing. Dimensional research is going to change everything. The work we do there will be brilliant, dangerous, and revolutionary. So we'll need staff that meets the challenge. So far I'm considering Carla Vaughan, Lorenzo Dunn, Hubert Tan, Edna Pierce. Either Beth Harrington or Abe Lewis in their departments can spare them for a bit. Emily is an obvious choice, but who knows what will come out of the doorways we open. Perhaps it's better to keep her somewhere where the work is less unpredictable, but she won't like that. There is no way she won't notice a secret new research department. She's too sharp. Spin rate of fire boost. Some materials. This is number 5. Is that what eventually leads me to the furnace chamber? Maybe eventually, but definitely not right now. Yeah, from here I can't climb any further, so...
Not what I expected.
Yeah. It's a very vertical area, which complicates the research quite substantially. Then again, it is what it is, right? Some sort of flashlight would be quite useful over here. It does heavily remind me of the Moon Crash DLC for Prey. To the point where I expect a moon shark everywhere. Damn it. Back to NSC power plant. No smoking reminder. All bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still a part of the bureau, and therefore the no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, it is also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possibly creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarettes butts be left in the quarry. Thank you for your understanding. I might need to refresh terminology on what is an altered receptacle. The heck was that? Maybe just his. Again, what's the terminology for this thing? His concentrate? No. The his sphere. Maybe that thing just blew up. Okay, I can get over here. Let's run till the end, see if there are any readables. I don't think so. So we now run the opposite way. And I want to... Okay. You really need to know the distance of your movement in order to do it accurately. And you might have noticed that I do not know my distance accurately. Pneumatics. Ah, god damn it! Come on, you could grab it. I guess that will work. I do need, however, to find... Where do I put these things? Well, probably right over there. During my weekly safety inspection to the Quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of... The whole team was aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained for more than minutes until I had to resort to literally. Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, or preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. Threshold Safety Inspector. You have even those guys? Boom.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get the prisms marshal before HRAs? been done.
Time to leave this place. Pneumatics, you said, right? Let's go to dead letters. It feels like the closest one. His clusters, not the spheres. I mean, they are spheres. That's not their name though, right? What are... okay. Yeah, probably spin and charge, maybe? The cluster is still around, right? Yeah. Yeah, spin was probably not the best, but yeah, I got a couple more guards. His guards. Which ones are his guards, by the way? Yeah, okay. Speak to Marshall. Oh, that's in Central Executive. Okay, that's convenient. No. Okay, I was just worried about the lightning.
Pope wants us to compile.
That does
Hope this
remind me.
follows you in,
Did
right?
I did not. America Overnight results. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over years. Originally designed to assist in providing this information to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of and in its first year of operation alone. In this report, the investigations sector have catalogued and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more results of Night Springs have also been catalogued in a separate report. I need Night Springs report. Like yesterday.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the Quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. Since we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends, I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
That was the one right over here. Yes. Okay, well, still there, still contained.
You could, right? She's the new director.
Other species would verbalize the hiss resonance like human hosts do. Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6. We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did.
Impressive.
We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now? So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away? Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same. What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Джесси. Three ability points received.
Executive is in the process of being fortified, as per your orders. Maintenance is relatively stable. A security employee named Arish has apparently prevented multiple key locations from being taken by the Hiss. Research is overrun, with a small team currently holding the HRA lab. Containment is, well, it's gone dark. No one's heard anything from them since the attack. Let's hope no news is good news.
Let's hope. Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before we open them. Once we can safely bring them out, the survivors will be escorted here straight away.
Wonderful. Keep me updated.
Okay. Anything I can talk with Emily about?
Faden, did you find a prism?
And his corrupted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection?
Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities, however no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. I believe I have a couple more collectibles though. Have I seen this one?
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions,
I believe I did.
when the frequencies...
Hotline. Astral constructs. Certain resources loot can be crafted into mods/forums. We advocate/facilitate this at control points/menus. This will only be available/exclusive for the director. Okay, I'm well aware of that.
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
Nope.
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Okay.
I visited the Quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications! Slicing, stabbing, gouging. Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
She's a scientist.
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course.
We got this place up and running together, Emily. I should be going.
Alrighty.
Oh, I will.
Let's check abilities, let's check mods.
We don't have the facilities here to analyze something as complex as the hiss. Pope's delusional.
That's rude. Hold and launch up to 3 objects. Energy now recovers while holding launch objects. This is the whole 8 of them. Now, in terms of shield, I think it might be useful to eventually, just start slamming stuff. Additional personal mod. Okay. Weapon mods. I don't have much. I can upgrade grip, however. I would prefer to upgrade Pierce though, that's the one that I'm using. I don't see the necessity of these things though. Okay, so now if I go to the loadout and I go over here, I can further decrease the launch. You can probably take this one. Then health recovery per element pickup, C is speed, shield energy cost. Simply increase my health. Pierce damage while aiming 4. This is accuracy 3. I have rate of fire and damage against enemy armor. Let's see, if I use grip and shatter, let's see what do we have here. I have reload speed right now. Armor refund chance. Shatter, recoil damage against enemy armor. Let's go with that, and we will keep using pierce and spin. All right. Now I also would like to check my missions. This is my main one. I would like to go to the research center. Let's see, if I go to the research center, where will it be? I don't know. Any chance that I can get the duck from the protected? No, I need it to. Yeah. Maybe Research Division or Central Research. There was a door that led me straight from the Central Research. Okay, let's go over here first, and we'll figure it out later. Spending too much time on that. Yapping about what will save me 1 minute. Locate Dr. Hill below Central Research. And then with all three you like skittish. What the hell? Oh, goddamn. So many enemies. It's just... Come on, there should be some sensible limit to the amount of these guys. Oh, what are you doing there? Yeah, maybe from above. Let's do this. Shush. And again, this thing is just inoperable. So I guess this is what I'm doing now. the pit. I'm sure breathing here is not a health hazard. That would resolve our elevator problem. Oh. There are actually dudes.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
No. Mode threshold. So you want to know how my mode research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to construct the architecture of the mode. I do not understand if these are the original disseminators of the mode or are bidden by some fungal infection. The mode is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mode source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mode 1. The mode produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mode has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Threshold Utility Counteressay. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the Quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mode is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mode is much more beneficial than some rock. If the creating the mode were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mode's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into... Yes, admittedly this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Oof. Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mode so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive, but I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mode right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon. Casper. Not sure if this is like sarcastic or he's actually in awe of this lady.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So, what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Fresh corpses, toilets, televisions, staircases, pit.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend.
I mean,
To
that's in
answer
the
your
name.
question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication. That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
So the mold is coming in from... where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss. I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
I hate guard duty down here. This place is fucking weird. This is nothing. The clocks? No, that's weird. What's weird about a bunch of clocks? Shut up.
So, we are looking for mold. Oh gosh, darn it.
My family had black mold once. Bleach did the trick. Has Underhill tried bleach?
Okay, it's not even on the map.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Please don't eat the mold. You gotta land a headshot if you want to deal with them fast.
Are those people?
Ow! Oh, they're homing to me. That's not cool. That seems to do the trick. Ah. I did not notice where that came from. Really? Okay, this seemed to be open. I can call an elevator, which is also very comfortable. Rude. Very rude.
Save you. Seriously.
Would be nice if there would have been a personal mod that allows some health regeneration over time. God damn it. Oh, level 6, I mean, no wonder. Yeah, I'm almost dead. I mean, again. I did not even see where that came from. Enemies level 6 and 7? How do I know which level I am? Oh. That does, however, make me wanna go to the other place. Let's for now go to the containment, and we'll see how we go from there. Maintenance sector access corridor. No idea what that is about. For now, we will move to the containment. We will have a sneak peek and probably wrap an episode somewhere around that. Oof.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions. Sector Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Oh, that's strange. This is some sort of a reactor, maybe? Key and a sword. Logistics, medical security, panopticon. Nothing I can do about that. What the heck? Where did that come from? Why is it so yellow here? Remote thought. Logistics, security, down this way. Object and item distinction. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the affiliation with objects of power. Not every individual is allowed in an astral plane, which indicates the evaluates who can or cannot enter, I assume the board. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder that they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau.
Reminder, this week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Certificate of recognition. Some of these fights just matched up well against me, and like I do them with no issues. Other fights, that's such a pain, and I almost died. Now, this is where I suggest us to call it an episode, because nice introduction to the containment sector. As I said, I feel a little bit upset about the pit. Not sure if I know that I'm not proficient in the game. I at best have an average skill in the shooters and everything. So I can't help but think whether the pit is supposed to be possible for me at this point. I just need to log in, put effort, or the idea of the pit is that you indeed supposed to come there somewhat later. I don't know, and perhaps I will figure that out some other time. For now, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.